I wanted to say for today, no fancy intro, and then I seen this bow down here, and I was like, I wonder what is on top there. I would like to concentrate for today on making a coal power plant. I would also like to take a look at a small crystal factory, or better to say a quartz. I keep mistaking myself with that. I also had a comment saying that I should get this thing, Blade Runners. Apparently this will improve myself roaming around the lands, maybe quicker running, quicker sliding, higher jumping and that kind of stuff. And apparently I need quartz for this in order to just make this thing. And let's see what else we're going to do for today. Maybe already a small little start onto the future factory, which is going to take me a lot of camera work. But that's okay. So for that, the coal power plant, we're going to need to have a lot of this and a lot of that, which I have some right down here. I should have actually tracked the ingredient list to make it myself a little bit more easier. I'm not sure how much I needed with that. I think it was saying 50. Yeah, select the milestone, and by the look of it, I should be able to get all of that done.
Milestone reached. Coal is an improved alternative power source to biomass and can be fully automated if provided water with the new pipeline buildings and power throughout the initial setup. Coal has been added to the resource scanner. Note: ensure the close proximity of water to the coal production line. Note: pumps will aid in vertical transport of fluids through pipes. Note: throughput and volume indicators are added to each pipe section automatically.
Alright, that makes a lot of sense. Now, you could say I'm going to have a spot where there's a lot of coal, right? But in this case, what I would like to do for now is just set up something that can replace the biomass, and later on we can check out for something bigger. So in this case, I will have to build my power factory right around the tiny little pond over there. So let's just take a little look with this guy. There we go. So where is coal? Oh, another one there, one over there, a couple over there. Let me just open my map real quick. Oh, there is actually a lot down there. Yeah, a couple ones around in this area. I might need to, check this stuff out and see, what is up with that. Oh god, you can do all kinds of stuff. Let's just put an arrow like, yo, check that stuff out, Then as third and last one, it's also near the water, which is very nice, of course. Right, so let's check stuff out. I'm going to grab my weapon, and that is also another thing. I should actually take a look at a stronger weapon, because the game was already warning me the more valuable stuff, the worse the enemies. Which in this case, I just need 5 more, but I'm gonna guess I'm going to have components for that thing that I don't have or barely have. Alright, there we go. I think I need to fix that guy right down here, right? Yeah, so I can fix one, which is of course very good, and then I can also make some of these guys. I'm not sure if this weapon is like super duper better, or it's just a little bit better. Is it a waste of time? Can I better get something else? If there is anyone with a lot of experience, then you can always let me know down below in the comment section. I'm just gonna make a ton of these guys, because iron rod is not like that difficult. Oh, it looks like metal pens or whatever. Okay, I think the best thing to do is just leave a couple of things home which are like expensive to say. And I can also imagine having some good food with me would also be ideal. Anything else? Well, I would like to have a bunch of these guys back, and also some of these. Maybe I need to make like a bridge or whatever, then it's gonna be very useful to have some of that. Now, I believe it was JD telling me that there are also things to be found, like crash sites or whatever, and on the crash site there is like some stuff that is going to be very useful actually to put in the sink or not. You know what I'm going to need? I'm going to need like, I believe I built one of them, which I'm referring to a dump chest, because sometimes you cannot just put stuff back. So I built this guy so I could just, get rid of that. Oh, don't be afraid. Get over here, man. Ooh. Hey. I can pet it? Can I pet you? No, I cannot pet you. Now, even though I don't have to be afraid for these guys, I just wanna... see what this weapon does, Okay, that is one shot. 2 shots for that guy, while normally you have to stab it 4 or 5 times. Oh, yellow power slug. Oh, is that coal? That is indeed coal. What is that? So it seems like I'm going to need to build a bridge. So let's just keep this in mind. There are also 2 of these annoying dudes down there. There's something up there which I have no idea what that is. Now we can just take this power slug. Now just out of curiosity, I just want to take a little look over there. What? Oh, okay. That's a lot of ow. Man, this is more dangerous than I thought it would be. Oh, one of these again. Doesn't react to shooting on it. Oh, look at this pink forest over there. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, there is a lot more. Oh boy. Here there must be a lot of these. Say what now? Oh! Why is there so many of you guys? The whole planet is infested with this stuff. So it is on top of here, which means I'm going to need to build like a ramp or whatever. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, even better. That works. It's here now, it says, but I have to be careful because I always mistaken stuff. Please let this be it, like 2 couples of stuff. Well, there's only one way to figure that out. Let's build a tower. Yeah, okay, that seems to be it. Wow, look at that. Ooh. Look at that. Is that like a crash site down there? Ah, look at all this stuff. This is just insane. Look how... No, my base is not even that far. And I'm just here. Like... That's just crazy. So this is very handy if you need to... Yeah, craft something like a portable miner. I think what I would like to do is... Go along the edge. Turn around the corner of the rock towards the base. Not gonna be pretty for now, but that's not like the main objective. Yeah, later on we can make things look pretty and more handy or whatever not. And I'm going to need to build 2 things at the same time, which one of them will be a conveyor belt, I guess. Let me just see something here. Yeah, 120 per minute. So I'm going to need to make a tier 2 conveyor belt, which I'm running out of iron plates. Great. Alright, so long story short, I have been making a new type of ramp down here, and I have already been connecting the power lines up to our new coal miner, and this thing is actually working right now at the moment. All I have to do, and I need a little bit more reinforced plating for that, is make an assembly line there Mark II, because it's going to deliver us 120 coal per minute. And then what I actually going to do very first before that is start out a project which I'm going to lay down a base for the future plan that I'm having to put right down there in the front of the gas area. And I notice walking becomes more and more of a thing that it's going to take a very long time. So sooner or later I am going to take a little look at these blade runners to see if it can improve my mobility or something. Oh, I'm really waiting to say some more stuff. But the thing here is, I'm going to need to cross this area over there with the coal, right? So before I start making like a conveyor belt all the way over there and later on need to remove it, which basically means the power will be turned off again, I'd rather right away start already on a future project. And it's raining. Very good. Yep, there we go. One of the power grids has shut down. So meanwhile I was building my coal conveyor belt right down here, I actually found something very interesting. Actually a couple of things to show you guys. First of all, I kind of forgot to show you before that there are actually some new plants in this area, which are a lot of them. And of course I just all chopped them down. But the thing here is, it was nighttime and I was connecting this guy down. And I seen not only something interesting there onto the tree and there on the land, but there is also something behind there that doesn't move and has something red going on. So that seems to be the mushroom I was actually looking for. So here we have a bacon agaric. I seen something more crawling around here. Oh god.
Harvest.
Okay, stop freaking me out. What is that? Is that what I seen? Yeah, now I can also shoot. Let me see if I... can get on here. There we go. And you know what, just for safety, I'm just going to see if I can poke it. Oh, wait. That is one of these things that I also seen down there. Ah, so it opens up and then you can defeat it. But those things... Oh, what is that? Exploding bugs? Ah, very good, because I needed this and I'm also going to need that. Alright, let's take a little look at the MAM system, because I should be able to do some extra stuff here. But this, I'm going to still need frames though. And this guy, I can fix this one. Ah, so I guess I can make silica. So let's take a look in the shop first. Not sure what new stuff I should have in here, but I didn't even see all this stuff here. Or maybe we checked it out, but I forgot about it. Yeah, I guess this stuff is what I then got in. Yep, okay, makes sense. Now, before I'm going to check that out, I'm also going to need to do this guy. I'm not sure if it's for a reason now I already have this, but there we go. And then, of course, we got this one, which we are going to need for that, I guess. Also not sure. Yes. Alright, I still need icy. Okay, that's fine. Silica is made from raw quartz. Then again, I'm going to need to have 50 of those, which I'm gonna guess you need to multiply per silica. Yeah, you need 3, so... I'm going to need to get a lot more of that stuff. So yeah, let me just get back to work for the foundation. Alright, beautiful. For me, it is today Wednesday. I'm going to need to put this episode up in a few hours. Also for today, I will get some different internet. So I hope I'm going to make it. But at least I'm going to take care that we got the coal power plant up and running. Now what you see down here will make sense the further we go into the future. Now I already want to say that I'm not going to build one gigantic big factory. I'm planning on doing something else down here. But like I said, more will be shown into the future. So down here I got a storage container which right now is filling up with coal, or else it's just, you know, sitting there onto the conveyor belt. All I have to do is connect it up from that point all the way up to this point, and then it goes through all the way over there. Now also sooner or later I am going to run out of power again, and at this moment I'm absolutely making 0 biomass because I ran out once again. Now this thing down here, I believe I can blow up this stone. At the moment I can make explosives, so that will work out by itself. For right now, I connected up this conveyor belt up to the hill there, and we are going to work on to the coal power plant. And this project down here is going to be absolutely amazing and absolutely massive. I have seen that this game can handle a lot. And I also got told that if there is one thing you should not be doing is make big builds out of signs, because that is going to be buggy at some time and eat all of the frames per second, so very good to know. So down here we got a lot of water and we got a lot of space, and what I would like to try and see is if I can make like a nice foundation out here, because I have been seeing on a video that the best thing you can do is have the water and the coal power plant just close up to each other. So let me just build down a piece of a foundation, and then, you know, we see what else needs to happen here. Let me see. I'm just gonna tighten it up much as possible, -2, so 1, 2, so I can at least pass through if I ever plan on making a building around this. And I'm going to need to put it forward a lot more, I'll guess, until, let me just see, like this guy down here. Yeah, this will do it too. Let me see on the back. Yeah, okay, I got plenty of space here in order to make whatever I need. I can understand that maybe I'm going to need to push the water up with the machine, because they've been saying that if you want to push water up, you're going to need to have like an extra pump or whatever. But it might also not be too much of a problem to use one pump. So I will just drop down a couple of these guys. 75 is 150, plus 2 of them again is 300. And I believe currently I'm using 330. Let me just put down another 2 of these things, makes it up to 450, and then I got some more space for extra expansion. This is going to be super satisfying. Alright, here we have it, a water extractor. I can't afford because I'm missing something here. Oh really, I need, darn it. Alright, I just made a couple of these by hand. I am going to turn off the wiring manufacturer, so it will save up a lot of these copper ingots and probably also a little bit of power, so then these guys can just fill up with that stuff. Ooh, this needs 20, so I can at least make one of these guys. I would like to max this out until here. Yeah, so here's the whole thing. It creates 120 water per minute, and then this thing needs to be filled up, and once it's filled up it can just have a steady flow going. This thing is going to need 45 a minute, so that means I can have 2 at least on one water thing, and then if I have another water thing I can have another 2 plus the leftover. I can have a third one. Is that how it works? I'm not sure just yet how this works. For now, let me just take a little look at, you know, I'm going to need to pump it up anyways. So what I will do, I'm gonna go this way, pump it up, and then share it up, having a pressure thing between in, which basically I'm also trying to say, let me just already create, like, you know, the thing that I need down here. Ooh, that is weird. And yeah, if any of you guys have, like, you know, valuable information of things that I do not understand, you can always let me know. Now, I could already place a couple extra, but I don't want to be too hasty and get myself into trouble. Later on, I can always add a couple extra. And since these splitters, you can just attach them onto the conveyor belt rather than having to, you know, needing to remove the whole shell. Now, this is not gonna look pretty, but I can just, you know, relax my butt cheeks to say, once, you know, this stuff is just operational. And of course we have another coal source over there, which can also be used for at least a starting steel factory. I know I'm going to need more and more and more of stuff and things along the way. Can all be fine. Things can be upgraded, updated, and whatever not. That is very painful. Okay, so that thing is also filled up to the max. So let's add in this. I think I have at least like 2 point something containers with extra coal. And maybe at some point, I'm going to make like a new route for this coal. And then first thing that I would like to do is connect the other coal plant up to that guy. But meanwhile, I'm making the route. I'm gonna make things look a little bit nice and then connect the other one up to the same system, sorta. And maybe have 2 conveyor belts and then build somewhere a steel type of deal. This project is gonna grow very slow, very thoughtful, thinking about all kinds of stuff and making it look very nice. Currently, I'm having about 4 tickets. I got a little bit into my storage area, but this is going to be an insane project. So this should all be ready. Sooner or later all the coal comes and then, you know, it just fills itself up. And I hope I will have enough coal. These are all Mark II conveyor belts. At some point the other ones will be filled up. I think I will have enough. Like it's 120 per minute. This guy needs... I mean, this it says about water. I'm not sure if... Yeah, this is water. This is maybe coal. I'm not quite sure. Alright, let's see. What does these piping cost? Ooh, also sheet. So I'm going to need to make a couple more. Okay, so it burns 15 coal per minute. That's a lot. So what I'm going to try is at least have 4 of them running. 4 of them means 300 power, which if I just keep some stuff off, which will actually be the bio production. If I just keep that off, it might just be enough power to keep things stabilized, and then I can always, you know, upgrade this and work further onto this whole shell. If I can have the other 2 also running, it might be even better. Right, but for now, let's take a little look here. What do I need to do? So this is the pump. It can lift 20 meters up into the sky. We don't need that much. This is a junction. This is a... Yes. What I'm going to do here is the same line. It is the same line, but... Can I... That and then... Okay, so the piping is flexible. Now, let me just add this guy on here. Oh, no. Oh. So I guess this should help. I mean, the water is not going to get that steep out of it, right? It even goes down for a bit. So, yeah, this might work. Oh, yeah, it needs power. Ooh, also power. I didn't expect that to happen. Even though it's actually logic. So let me just get one of these guys out here. Ah, freaking cables. I'm missing everything here. Well, I just received some bad news that the power has run out again, so I'm thinking about doing something different here. I'm just going to accept the factory is going to be offline for now, and I'm going to take the last biomass out of the biomass things. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place a couple biomass things upstairs. I'm not going to connect the power to the main grid just yet, and I'm going to save this stuff up for the moment that I'm ready to start the show up, like everything is out here. Oh god, I just have, what to say, a little bit left, but what? Everything ran out exactly? Oh, this is really bad. Okay, I got 16 here, 88 here, another 88. I got 192 in order to start up the other factory. And once it start up, I can just turn it off again. Gotta be a close one. The thing is, I don't want to end up with an episode which is gonna be a failure. Now, there is one thing I'm actually wondering. Like, we can make like this little house where we can... where is that at? Oh, we can make a crafting bench. Oh, okay, that's good to know. So I don't have to, you know, if I have some basic resources, then I don't have to run all the way back. So I got like a nice amount of space down here. I'm just going to disconnect that because there is no use in, you know, keeping that connected. Let me see. It says cost, but I think it makes 70. Yeah, okay, it makes 75. Right? Does it cost anything to start it up? Doesn't really say so. I think it should say it. I don't know. It doesn't say it anywhere. I don't think this thing needs power. It can only be giving power once it's getting and coal and water. That's how I think it works. This guy though needs 20 megawatts. Right? That's not much because this guy makes 30. So I just need 1 for this guy. And this guy needs 4, so that's 24. So for now I just need 1, which is good. It's gonna be my Kickstarter, if that is what it's called. A little Kickstarter thingy here. I think it's actually a good idea to later on make it, you know, just in case if. But then I can just connect this up to there. Okay, it's off. I'm gonna give it some of this. Yeah, here we go. It gives 30, it needs 20. Okay, for now, turn this guy off. Okay, it doesn't use anything. Just to be sure, I'm gonna take this out. I can be very silly. Gonna keep 95 in here just to test. But it needs 20, it makes 30. So that's very good. That's my startup. Now I'm just going to remove this guy because I'm gonna get into trouble connecting this guy up since it's like very weird near it. What I'm going to need to do here is build a piece of wall, if that is even possible. Going to need to have this foundation on 5 because what I would like to do is just first build stuff on here, on that height to say. So this guy is about here. I'm not sure, can I can. Not gonna look pretty. Look pretty at all. Here, please. Okay, it is possible. Like I said, other time I can make it look better. But this, oh no, don't remove that one. I'm first going to need to put a whole row of these guys down before. Oh god, I didn't make it myself too easy here. Alright, some of these pipes are like very inclined, but I promise you, 100% promise that I'm going to make a better version of this. It just, I want to get this going. Yeah, I understand that I didn't connect it up the one piping though, so here we go. Let's turn this on. Yeah, with piping, I mean that guy down there. So now it's turned on and connected. This guy is burning stuff. It gives 30, it needs 24. So let's see how this is gonna work out. It is a freaking mess. So I understand things need to get into a flow. I also understand there is something like flush and full pipe network and I don't know what it all says, but if need I can just make a second one near it easily. But for now, let's see what this guy is doing. Okay, it is filling up. It's not doing anything. Is that because it's not connected to a grid? I mean, that sounds logic though. Like, why would you do something if there is no need for power, right? Okay, now it's connected up. At least one of them is connected up. Okay. So far, this one is holding out. But long story short, look at that. This is more than I was using. I was using 338 or something. But the thing is this going to hold themselves out? So far, it seems like it is going to... Oh, snap. I should not forget at all that the... Ooh, let's connect it back up again because the coal thing, the miner, is also connected up. Wait, why is it down again? 500. Oh, that's because the other dudes. That was weird. Why did it, shut itself off? Alright, hold up there, JB. I'm just going to explain you guys why I'm just stopping myself, because meanwhile I was editing, I noticed I'm already on 27 minutes and it started to become real messy and I got 40 to 30 more minutes left to edit. I was like, let's not do that. Let me just explain you long story short what's going on, because partly I do understand what's going on, partly I discovered later on what is going on. So I have 2 of these water pumps down here. I do know that one water pump can support 2.5 core power plant, or in other fact these 2 guys here can support 5 core power plant. I have 6, which one of them is completely turned off because I cannot support that. In order to start these guys up, I have 2 biomass things right down there. And the problem that I was facing every time I connected this whole show up to the main power grid, everything was shutting down. And I did not understand what is going on. The thing that I forgot is that these guys also use power. So it's not just only the power of the main grid, it is main grid plus these guys. And that's why I think it is all shutting down each and every time, because I use way more power than I can produce. I also do know if I would press N that I can use this guy as a calculator, so I can just do 1 times 1 is 1. I also know that I can do the miner. The coal miner is 120, then share is up through 15 because each coal power plant uses 15 coal per minute, which basically means I can totally from one mine set up 8 coal power plants. Or with other words, I can add 2 more factories and then I have to add 2 more water pumps. If I'm correct about that, I'm just going to say, long story short, I'm going to figure this all out off camera between this episode and the next episode. I'm going to set up everything way more nicely because at this moment it is a complete mess. But slowly but surely I start to more and more understand how this is exactly working. Now of course you guys can also help me out if there is some important information that I'm going to need to know or something to think about for the far future, then let me know down below in the comment section, and then I'll promise you in the next episode we're gonna start off me showing what I've been doing here, explaining exactly what I've been doing here and why I've been doing it here. And then also we are going to go and head out searching for quartz because we're going to need to set up a quartz factory. Alright, so in this case I'm going to take care that everything is shut down. I think it is shut down. Yeah, it has no power, so that's very good. I might need to readjust also some things into the factory, and yeah, just I think I'm just going to completely remove this and just re-add it, and you know, it just